everybody, so I am here with Ryan, who's no stranger to being on. He's demoed some other machines for us. And I'm excited to talk about the new Swift machine. So Ryan, first of all, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's been a great show so far, and I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out some of our new products.
Absolutely. So, of course, I'm very familiar with the Swift. I know many people are as well. It's a nice and reliable, high security duplicator. But I see that there's a new one here called the Swift 2.0. And so I was kind of hoping you might be able to kind of bullet point list for us really quick what the difference between the normal Swift and then now the 2.0.
So with the Swift 2.0, the major difference, and if you can feel it here if you put your hands on it, but it's the carriage. So the carriage has been approved greatly to the existing Swift. So you see how it glides, and that has a ball bearing carriage, so it effortlessly glides, and that's going to make the whole process to duplicate the key easier, because as you're going through the progression, and you're trying to, trace on the left hand side of the machine, trace the original key to cut on the other side, any resistance makes it a lot more difficult to keep a proper, leverage on the machine.
Yep.
So having the carriage move smoother helps enable to cut the key much easier and smoother. It really takes the learning curve down a bit, because on high security duplicators in general, it's always a little bit of a learning curve to get the feel of it down pat.
It is, yeah.
So
I don't know too many people who their first time getting any high security duplicator duplicate a key the first time.
Yep.
Right? A lot of times they're like, it doesn't even go in.
Yep. Like I said, it's all in the field. So, once you get your couple keys done on this machine, you'll get comfortable with it, and it'll be much easier to learn compared to a lot of the other machines out there.
Awesome.
Due to those improvements. And it also, fun fact, it has the ability to duplicate tubular keys as well.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep, so you can load tubular keys on the front here. Unfortunately, I don't have one to show, but you can load them onto the front right here on the jaws, and you're able to duplicate tubular keys as well on this machine.
That's really cool, and that's a really great option, right? Because to be able to duplicate tubular keys, the machines can be expensive, and to be able to bring one of these in and be able to have the both functionality built in without weird adapters.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. But one of the other main differences is the styling of the machine. I feel like this machine looks a lot better than the previous Swift Plus. So, I feel like it's a lot nicer to look at in your shop. When you put it in your shop, like, okay, I got me a Ferrari to cut keys on now. So,
yeah. And something. So here, so is that the main differences of the new one?
Yeah, really, it's the carriage is the main differences, and like I said, also has a tubular key capabilities as well.
Very cool. Now, Rand's gonna go ahead and he's gonna duplicate a key for us, right? But I do want to point out that I really appreciate that you're gonna be duplicating a Honda key, because if you work with high security keys, or if you don't yet, Honda, in particular with duplicating, has known to be a challenge.
Yep.
So the fact that you're pulling that out right out of the gates shows the confidence to me on this machine.
For sure.
Very cool, man. Thank you.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to load our first key in on the left-hand side of the machine. This is the side where you want to have your cut key loaded, because this is the side that has the tracer point. So we're going to load that in. And one other thing you can do, you can tighten down this carriage so when you load the key in, it doesn't move from left to right on you. Load that in, tighten it up, now you can move this out. You're going to take the blank, do the same thing to the other side, put the tip stop in, load the blank key in, push it up against the tip stop, and then remove that. So now what you're going to do, you're going to unlock the carriage. You're going to lower it down. And basically you want to lower it down to where you're just a bit above the clamp on the machine. And you're going to lock it down in place on the left hand side over here. So here's a knob over here that allows you to lock the height down on the machine. So now you have the main power switch over here, which is already on. Then you have your secondary switch, which is this blue button here. So now we're going to turn the machine on. We're going to start cutting the key. All right, just like that, we're done.
Very cool. The fact that you use the Honda key is really awesome, because they can be a pain. I mean, I'm guessing you have gotten calls before of people struggling with Honda
Yep.
keys, right?
That was all in the field.
Yep.
Of course, if you do an internal track key on these, it's a lot easier to get the hang of it on an internal track key.
Yep.
You know, compared to doing the outside cut keys like on this Honda key here.
Absolutely. Well, good stuff. Yeah, the Swift 2, I love the tubular function. I'm going to have to get one of these in my studio and do a tubular.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, that's just fun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But good stuff, Ryan. Well, hey, thank you for the time. Thank you for the demonstration. And let Ryan know what you think, what your questions are in the comments below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Well, I guess this is the end of the video, and it's time for you and I to part ways until next time. But hey, before you go, I really do want to make sure that you know that when you comment on our videos and you include the hashtag Lockboss, you automatically get hooked up to win cool stuff that we give away live here on YouTube every Tuesday. So we'd love to have you join us. We'd love to have you comment, and I look forward to reading them soon.